Yeah, yeah.
And also the Knights of Columbus Tootsie Roll Drive tomorrow and Saturday.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. That'll be taking place. So get your spare change out and donate.
Absolutely. It goes to great causes.
That goes towards Special Olympics, right?
Special Olympics and War Achievement Center.
Perfect.
Both. Yeah.
Okay, great. Gentlemen, I lasted an hour and a half at the meeting yesterday. So I hope nothing too crazy happened after I left, but there was a lot accomplished yesterday.
There was a lot covered.
Yeah. Let's start with the list. Jenna Link, she made a presentation, and that was important because we're all in the hurry up, get ready for Windows 11 mode, just like the health department.
Right, everybody was. Actually, we got a presentation, an award, and passed a thing for the Farm Bureau first.
Yes, that's right.
And then Jenna spoke. She's getting upgraded for her computers, and there was discussion on the different diseases going around the schools and the seniors.
Hand, foot, and mouth disease she spoke about.
Right.
And that is going through some sports teams. I believe it was Sherrard. Couldn't play a game last Friday night due to it's a highly contagious disease.
And it's the most bizarre name of one.
It is a bizarre name, sure,
Like,
sure.
They should call it something else. Hand, foot, and mouth. I mean, does it have anything to do with their feet or hands?
Well, I just think it's where the rash occurs. So, but anyway, yeah. So she is keeping a close eye and helping our school districts try to prevent that and eradicate the current what's currently going around. She also mentioned some COVID going around, which we expected when school started.
That's right.
Also, she mentioned the dear employee that passed away, the environmental health gentleman. So
Right.
that is just tragic.
He had been with the health department since the beginning.
Right, he was one of the very first employees, and
He was a very dedicated employee, very nice. He would also do the restaurant inspections and so forth, and was very detail oriented. Always had the public as his focus of his job. He wanted to be able to do things to serve his community, and he did for a very long time. And died unexpectedly. And when you lose someone who you've worked with, like the other employees of the health department that you've worked with for so long, sometimes you see coworkers more than you see your own husband or wife because you're there with them for 40 hours a week. And so it's like losing a family member to those down there. And our condolences go out for the family of the individual that passed, as well as to the wonderful team we have at the health department.
Yes, and Kaylee's actually grabbing all of my notes from yesterday because it was a long meeting, so that we can recognize that gentleman's name, because you could tell that Jenna the staff was definitely very close and it's a nice close staff as well.
It is. They do a great job down there. Fantastic, top notch. Every single one of them.
Yes. David McDowell, 17 years with the department and a colleague and friend to those at the Warren County Health Department. So, yes, condolences to his family, for sure. Thank you, Kaylee.
Very nice gentleman.
Okay, after that, you had another presentation.
right, Andrea Monroe. She talked about what she was doing with MCAP and also about the new project downtown to keep it beautiful and well mowed and the flowers fresh and the snow removed from our sidewalk.
Special service area tax,
Right.
if you will.
She and Mr. Gavin made a presentation and answered a lot of questions from the board, which was good because there was a lot of questions and a lot of board members had a lot of misinformation. So it got us all on the same path. And we didn't take action there because it was already on the agenda down a couple of spots. So that was just a presentation. And then we moved on to claims and reports at that point.
Yes, and if it's okay with you, since we're not in a board meeting, you did make a motion, or a motion was made, a second, and we had 9 yeses and 2 noes. Is that correct?
I had 10
believe
yeses.
so.
10 yeses and 2 noes yesterday. My count was off.
And what the special service area tax is something that is the city would create within a certain district, and within that district downtown, the property owners would have, based on the linear footage of their storefronts and sides, if it runs along a sidewalk, there will be assessed a tax, and that will fund all the snow removal, the landscaping, and so forth for every square inch of the square to be have the snow removed. And so the county, we didn't vote to raise anyone's taxes. That's a city operation. What the county did was, if the city council were to approve the special service area tax, then the county would be willing to pay up to $15,000 to lessen the burden of that tax on the property owners within that area. And that's we would pay up to $15,000 if the city would also commit to paying that amount. We would match what the city pays up to that amount, which would then lessen the burden of that tax that the city council would be voting on.
Minus your linear footage contribution as well.
No, it's just a flat 15,000.
Oh, okay, because I had written down 11,500.
Well,
did-
the total is 15.
Okay, gotcha, because it counts the
Yeah.
linear square footage.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that you would be
includes
contributing.
it.
Okay. Okay, so a couple of things that people probably are wondering is why is snow removal so important? Well, there's a couple things. The concrete is, you can't just go throwing down any kind of salt in the first couple
no
years.
No salt. And the thing is you have a business that's open, and they go out and they shovel from their building all the way out to the curb. That's great. But if they're there after the city has already cleaned the quadrant out or the street out, there's no coordination there. So what do they do with the snow? They either pile it on the sidewalk or they pile it in the street where you're trying to park. So if you have a coordinated effort and it's hauled off, then that works out good. And then you have the next storefront that makes a path, and next storefront that's not occupied, and nobody does anything. So this way, all the snow, it may take a day or a day and a half, but essentially all the snow in front of all the business downtown will be gone. And that's the plan and the hope, and that'll be really nice to be able to walk around on the sidewalks and get from the business to your car without walking in knee-deep snow
Or a
piles.
slush pile. And also that includes all the landscaping on the square as well.
And
So
the
they-
planters.
Planters.
And
mhm.
the actual circle.
Well, yeah, you're going to work from East Broadway all the way to First Street and
It's-
Archer all the way to First Street.
It's basically the square and one block in every direction from the square. And
Okay.
so it'll look nice, and the businesses that are affected will have an opportunity to voice their opinion on that. Most have been spoken to already. There's been a lot of support. But again, that's something that the county is assisting the city with as a coordination. Maybe this will open up some other opportunities where the county and the city can work together in other areas as well, whether it be economic development or this, that, or the other. But
And the target is it's a $70,000 contract over how many years?
4-year contract.
Okay. And that contract is through Jimmy McVeigh Landscaping.
Bay
That's
landscape.
what-
Probably seen him out already planting flowers
Yep.
and trees and
In the heat too. Kids.
Yeah, he got the contract through the whole
City.
project to put
bid.
in the plants that he didn't get to pick the plants. He got to plant the plants.
Who picked the plants?
The architect.
Oh, well, they better be good ones.
Okay, so that actually had a motion to be approved, and like you said, 10 yes and 2 no on the SSA. Now we wait for the city council and see what they have to say.
That's right. It's
It's-
actually
Okay.
their project, not ours.
Yeah, we're just offering to
Assist.
assist financially with it to lessen the burden of that tax on the business owners or the property owners.
Okay. Next up, jail contract.
We had 3 different companies in the bid process make it through phase 1. And so we sat down with the 3 companies and met with them. And We've selected one, and we voted yesterday to accept the proposal from River City to be the builder of our jail. They'll be starting next spring, and that's a major hurdle because that starts a lot of processes. Basically, there'll be a lot of fine-tuning and the negotiations on what we actually end up with, because it's just a draft today, and then there'll be the contract negotiations, and there's just a lot of steps there. And that also brings us to the bonding, selling of the bonds next spring, or this winter actually, to be able to finance the project. So lots of things will move forward now that we have established a company.
And I think Steve Hawkins made the presentation or spoke about it.
He was one of the team members, yes.
3 meetings occurred, very in-depth, long meetings that occurred. Ringland Johnson, River City Construction, Harbor Construction. River City was present for all 3 meetings, and Ringland and Harbor were at 2 of them.
No, they're individual meetings.
Correct.
And they asked for them. We offered up to 3 meetings.
Sure.
So
And then the RFP was awarded to River City because they met the 8 criteria in the scoring aspect. And Hutchinson Engineering was the overseer?
Mm-hmm.
right.
Okay. And a unanimous vote yes for the jail contract to River City Construction.
Correct.
They were very open, had a great plan,
Okay.
Scored the highest, and they understood the process very, very well. And like I said, they took advantage of all 3 meetings where the others did not. I don't know why that was the case, but they should have maybe attended a 3rd. But bottom line is River City's construction is going to do a fantastic job. Like Mike had said, there's still several steps that we have to go through. But the meat and potatoes part of this is complete. You know, we passed the referendum. We've chosen the company that's going to build the darn thing. And so a process that started years ago, this isn't something that could happen overnight. And COVID really put a twist in the whole thing that no one expected. Everyone had to deal with COVID. And so the project was kind of put on ice for a while. Then we had to get the ball rolling again. By the way, it's nice to see that the interest rates are falling. That will save us a fortune, even if it's just 0.25%. And there are going to be 2 more cuts to come this year still, according to the Fed,
Okay.
which will be financially beneficial to the taxpayers of Warren County.
Okay.
Pay that debt off even earlier.
Okay. Next up, you had the county farm lease, and we're going to have the bid information up on our website. That's going to happen starting at the beginning of next week under our Ag News section. Also, that'll be on the news in a little bit more depth. Go ahead and tell us real quick about that.
We've got just over 177 tillable acres, and we will be every 3 years. We put requests for bids out there, and typically we probably get anywhere from 3 to 6 farm operations that will lease that land, and we always get fair bids. We've got wonderful farmers around here that take great care of our property. It was something years ago. Some people don't realize we own farmland, but it started years ago. There was something called an almshouse located on that location, and it was a home that county had for indigents and so forth, and there was land on there where they could grow their own food and so forth, because back in the day, that's what people did. And then eventually that house was replaced by other services by the state, and it was made entirely into farmland. Farm ground. That was a long, long time ago, long before we popped up on this earth. So we'll give them about 4 weeks or so to get their bids in. It's pretty simple stuff, and
They're due October 10th.
I think just a cut. It's the day before the next Buildings and Grounds meeting. I don't think that's the 10th,
Oh, okay.
but
Might be
roughly.
just past it.
Yeah, just past it. So, but we'll have a lot of bids in there, and we'll choose the highest one, send it to the full board for approval, and then it's off to the races. We're doing it about a month earlier this year because farmers are buying the different
Anhydrous.
chemicals.
Inputs are very expensive.
Yeah, and they want to get them in now. I mean,
Sure,
get the price locked in. So we want to make it as easy as possible for those to have an agreement with Warren County.
Okay. Then the court steps.
Yes, my good friend. Autobahn, very wonderful organization. They do projects large and small, and they were the winning, I guess they won the bid for this courthouse steps on the south side of the courthouse. It's been a long process. What I tell people is, anybody ever elected to anything could explain to you that some things you think that will be simple turn out to be incredibly difficult, and things that you think are going to be difficult turn out to be incredibly simple. This was a project that turned out to be more difficult than we thought, had a few more barriers than we anticipated, and but now we're at the end of the road. We picked a fantastic company to come in and finish it, and they'll be starting in a couple of weeks. And the completion estimate is December, barring just maniacal winter weather. So let's hope that winter is normal and not, blizzard of 77. That was something else. But December, and they will be looking good. We've got some stone samples in, and we're very proud to say to the people that have had to look at that eyesore that eyesore will be repaired very, very soon, and we thank them for their
That'd be nice.
patience.
That'd be so cool if it was done before Christmas on the Square, but that's like the first week of December.
Yeah.
Well, you never
Never
You
know.
never know. These
That'd
guys,
be nice.
they do a lot of good work. They just finished or are finishing work at the McDonough County Courthouse.
Okay, yeah, they put in heated sidewalks over at the McDonough County
Oh.
Courthouse.
Well.
That's their snow removal money.
Maybe-
That way you don't have to remove snow.
That's right. Make
So-
it nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have done that with the square.
Yep. The old National Bank used to have heated sidewalks. And
Seems awfully expensive.
We're talking with Mike Pearson and Sean Kavanaugh, the Warren County Board, trying to wrap up here. It's 8:49. A few extra things that happened. Circuit clerk's salary was also approved
that's
as
for
well.
next year.
For next year, yes. Also, you had the public defender, Kyle Werby, assistant public defender, Blaze Rogers. Those salaries were also approved. And the circuit clerk fees collected as well. So
It was
looks...
just minor change
Yeah.
due to the law change.
And then one other change, Steve Hawkins will be no longer on the MCAP board. He is retiring from the board, and you've appointed Thad Tharp to
Right.
be on the
He's
board.
going to be a wonderful addition. He's we've got great county board members, but in regards to that, he's a very thoughtful person when it comes to all the issues, and that's what will do a great job MCAP, because he's got an open mind, and he's very good at communicating his ideas, and
He's got a lot of experience in broad areas.
he will be very
he's
helpful.
Got very good experience in agriculture as well as lending and professional business person. So we're looking forward to having him on the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Congratulations, Thad.
Gentlemen, anything else going on that you can think of?
We just wished everybody a safe harvest.
You got it. You got it.
Absolutely, and good luck to the local sports teams this weekend.
Homecoming. You
And I
got
hope it doesn't rain during the game, but they'll hate it at the time, but years later, I remember playing in the slop. Boy, wasn't that awesome? So I'll be listening to Sean call the games.
Yes, Sean actually will be on the field at halftime, being recognized for the Distinguished Service Award for the Hollow Achievement, along with Robin Johnson, Mark Lovedahl, and Luke Raymond.
I think those are excellent selections. I think it's a fantastic honor for them. They should be very proud of that. It's in a sense, it's a true accomplishment to be recognized for what you've done for your community in one capacity or another. They deserve it. They should be very proud of it, and it's something they will have pride in for the rest of their lives.
You got it.
I think it's a wonderful thing.
Gentlemen, go have a great week.
All right.
Thank
too.
you.